You've been called for jury duty in New York. If you run a business by yourself and you have nobody else to run it for you, and now you're going to go sit on jury selection and you're losing money, does that automatically disqualify you from serving as a juror in New York? Would you like to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. So here's the scenario. You now get called for jury duty. You have a business that you run by yourself, and you know that if you are stuck on jury selection for days or even weeks, nobody's running your business, which means you're losing income. And how can you survive if you're not earning income? Does that automatically disqualify you from jury duty? The reality is that when you go into jury duty, the jury clerk cannot discharge you or excuse you from jury duty because you run a business by yourself, even though you're losing income by serving jury duty. So what happens? So now you're going to either sit and wait in a large jury room, waiting until you get called, or you're going to get selected for a particular case. At that time, you're going to have to tell the attorneys that you have a problem. And what's the problem? The problem is that if you're stuck on this jury listening to this case, even though you want to serve and you want to do your civic duty, the fact of the matter is that the more time you spend serving jury duty, you're going to be losing income, which means you won't be able to survive. Neither attorney will really want you on their case. You know why? Because they don't want to know that you're sitting there worrying about your business, worrying about what's going to happen to your particular livelihood. Instead, they want you focused on the case. And if you're unable to do that, neither one of them are going to want you on the case. So in all likelihood, they'll probably send you back to the main jury room. Now you're going to have to wait until you get called again for another case, or the jury clerk tells you you've been here for X number of days or for X number of hours. Now your jury duty is finished, even though you have not been selected. You can go home, which means you will not be called again for jury duty for another 4 years. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you a little bit of an insight and an understanding into what goes on in the litigation process, especially jury selection in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in the state of New York and you do have legal questions, here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I welcome your call. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.